Morning, children. Today, let us discuss about energy change in a chemical reaction. The definition I have written on the board. It's a reaction. In every reaction, there is energy changes involved. This energy can be in the form of heat, light, sound, or electricity. Let us see the definition once again. In every reaction, there is energy change is involved. Whenever reaction takes place, energy change involved. Sometimes heat energy absorbed, sometimes heat energy liberated, sometimes sound energy absorbed, electricity energy absorbed. So different way reaction takes place. Let us see what is meant by chemical energy. Next definition. Every substance has got fixed amount of stored energy in it, which is commonly called a chemical energy. The energy which is stored in a chemical compound is called a chemical energy. So there are two types of reactions based on heat change. The first one is exothermic reaction, a reaction in which heat energy is given out is called exothermic reaction. Very simple definition you can by heart now itself. A reaction in which heat energy is given out is called exothermic reaction. Two examples are already on the screen. In the first reaction, carbon is combining with oxygen to form carbon dioxide with the liberation of heat. Second one, calcium oxide is reacting with water to form calcium hydroxide. Second reaction, this reaction you may be familiar because calcium oxide, हिंदी we call it चूना. चूने में जब पानी डालते हैं तो heat energy liberate हो जाता है. So this is the chemical reaction for that. So these two reactions are called exothermic reaction because in both the reactions heat energy is given out. I think it is somewhat clear for you. Let us move to the second type of reaction, which is called endothermic reaction. In endothermic reaction, heat energy is absorbed. To perform a chemical reaction, heat energy is required. If you supply heat energy, then only chemical reaction takes place. The best two examples I have given in front of you. Simple one. Mercuric oxide. When you supply heat energy, when you heat it, this mercuric oxide breaks into mercury and oxygen. The compound mercuric oxide, which is orange in color, on heating breaks into mercury and oxygen. This reaction performs only if you supply heat energy. The same way, the second one, calcium carbonate. This calcium carbonate can be decomposed into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide by heating. So in these two reactions, you will see that heat energy is involved. That means for the breaking of both the compounds, heat energy is required. So such a reaction is called an endothermic reaction. The next variety is photochemical reaction. Photo, you must have heard about photosynthesis in biology. Photo means something related with sunlight. Photosynthesis means using sunlight. Synthesis takes place. Synthesis means manufacture. This is photochemical reaction. That means it is a reaction in which any sunlight is used. Examples are on the screen. Just see the example. In this example, this is the first one is example of a photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide combines with the water molecules, forms glucose and oxygen. And this reaction takes place only in presence of sunlight. Hence, this reaction is called a photochemical reaction because in this reaction sunlight is used. The next one is a reaction between chlorine and hydrogen. In this reaction also sunlight is required. Here you need sunlight. Here it is very clearly written, no reaction takes place in darkness. So sunlight is required for these reactions. So both these examples are called photochemical reactions because in both the reactions sunlight is required. So today we have discussed mainly about first exothermic reaction in which heat energy is given, then endothermic reaction in which heat energy is absorbed, and in third chemical reaction light energy is absorbed. So these are the three main definitions today I would like to share with you. Thank you, children.